very good morning. A very good morning, everyone. So we all know that today our topic is climatic change and corporate responsibility. So from childhood, my mother used to say that we have to be accountable for the things we owe. So the biggest thing we owe to this climate, to this planet, is the climatic change, and we have to take responsibility to that. And I believe that the key responsible one will be the corporate, because they contribute to the major portion of the climatic change, releasing pollution gases and harmful gases, which led to so many people fateful deaths and degrading of planet. So we have the corporates have to be responsible for these issues, and corporate should be taking care of these issues. So what do you guys think? Should corporate take the responsibility or not?
So you're telling that we have industries and corporate, those companies are like releasing pollution which causes the climate change. So I think that we give the chance for a corporate or industries to take the uh, that chance to change our climate. What do you say?
Yeah.
Like,
I slightly agree with you. I'm not saying that we give the chance that we also responsible to the climatic change, but the key responsibility should be the corporate, not.
As our day-to-day life changes, we are in need of many products. They should be manufactured. So it is it became one of our necessity. So what we can do is we can adopt some adoption strategies to reduce this pollution. We cannot say that they should not be implemented, but we can do some better implementation by adoption strategies. So, for example, if there is any pollution, for example, Dharni said that many pollution gases are released. We can use some other devices such that it can reduce those gases before releasing it into our environment. And also there are also desalinated light systems which can use the solar energy to purify the water before mixing it into the oceans. What do you say?
Yes, as you correctly Shrini, but nowadays in present generation we see that different sectors, for example, like automobile industry, where we can see they release a lot of pollution for the which it damages the oceans also in rivers also. For that, the government should also implement on the different measures what other industries also doing. For example, in nowadays, as we see read them in our newspapers, the Singapore, which has made a wonderful equipment where you can see they have make a carbon dioxide into a air which we can useful for us, oxygen which it turns into oxygen. Such type of technology should bring to India, and also the companies also should make buy all that product so that in India also it reduces the corporate climatic changes. So I'll say that there should be different measures and the action should be strictly also. If any measures are not taken, nowadays we can see gas leakage recently, which was happened in India only. So that type of should be reduced. So this will be.
yeah, I do agree with your statement, Ashwin, because company has to take some measures to to pro- to protect the environment. So, as we all know that corporate company is the biggest environmental issue. As my friend said, that company has to take company has to educate the laborers to take some measures, and first it has to know about the measures, and then it then corporate company has to educate the members. So we are only focused on our human beings. We are only concerned about ourselves. So what about animals which are affected by the products which are produced by corporate companies and industries which all. So recently, as my friend Shashmini said that adaptation strategies. So recently I have gone through one video which is that for one there is will be a one machine. So when we give the one plastic water bottle, empty water bottle, then it gives one packet of dog food. So by that we can provide dogs food instead of taking a plastic or covers all etc which will affect them. Yeah. So we can implement these type of strategies.
Yeah, strongly agree with you, Harshini. Even though the corporates are highly responsible for those, but the government is trying to cover their issues. But the corporate should take responsibility. For example, they should educate their own people. By first, we have to educate them like use these type of electric scooters so that we can reduce the use of coal is non-renewable energy, so we have to start with electricity and solar. For example, first we have to use the solar energy for current and etc. If these corporates try to inculcate these type of mindset into those people who are working under them, they can also educate other people and they can spread these knowledge. And the biggest issue is with our mindset. We are so used to the non-renewable energies, we are putting aside the renewable ones. We can use them because they can be they'll be very useful in the future, because coal will be extinct in so many years, but not sunlight and not electricity. So what do you guys think?
Yes, and also the corporates can do the initiative programs such as reforestation. One of such foundation is the Hornell Foundation, which goes to the nearby village city, and the impact of this they measure, and also they make them learn how to use the renewable energy, and also they use some of the profits to benefit those small villages too.
I do agree with Yashashwini, and what I think is no need to add this that parameters for our lifestyle. We can make our lifestyle as usual by by the rules we set by the government should be followed by the corporate, so that we should not change our lifestyle, but we can stay as usual as we are. We can make our lifestyle very simple as usual. So I say that not only corporates will affect the climate, we also have our hand in damaging the environment. So what I say is not only industrial purposes, but also us. We have a role in it.
I also agree with your point. Nowadays, corporate companies are ruling in the market. So, if corporate companies can think about the environment, they will change this definitely. People always believe the corporate company only. If they releases the eco-friendly products, the people will definitely accept those. So, for example, see the diesel vehicles, petrol vehicles, they are polluted the environment. So, companies should provide the eco-friendly vehicles like electric vehicles. They are eco-friendly. So, people and India should always aware the new technologies and use the technologies properly. It will give the eco-friendly products.
And one more thing I want to add is that people should use what is necessary for them. For example, for a man, a one bike is sufficient. But what they are going to do is they are going becoming luxurious. So they are keeping their Royal Enfield and the scooty for the different uses. So if they use a limit their use, it can have some impact on the environment. As the policy is more, we can do better.
Yeah, I agree with you, Yashashwini. And I also believe that corporates should also collaborate with environmental specialists so that they can bring the change we all need, and we can also save our climate and our own planet. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Santosh. We are from CSE-C. Now we are here to discuss on topic of climate change and corporate responsibility. And coming to that, uh, climate change nowadays climate change is the major global issue, and the corporates are uh, we are seeing more rainfall in the summer seasons, and we are affecting high temperatures in winter season, and these are the effects we are affecting irrespective of the seasons. Due to these are all the corporate negligence. The corporate industries are releasing polluted greenhouse gases for polluting the air, and releasing harmful chemicals into the water. By these, we are seeing these changes in the climate.
Yes, Santosh, I do agree with your statement. The climate changes is becoming a major impact in our daily lives. We should decrease the climate changes, like corporate decrease these climate changes on giving awareness, on creating awareness to the people on how to lead the society like in a good manner. For example, if we take um, um, like in our daily life, so we used to use many vehicles, like for example, if we want to travel for long distance, we use transport like uh, cars, vehicles like scooties, trains, etc. For that, we should use a limited vehicles. For example, if we wanted to go a long trip together, we should um, we should quit that plan, and we should use like nearby vehicles, which is good for us. And likewise, fossil fuels create a major impact, so that we should replace fossil fuels with renewable energy and renewable gases. um, Next, deforestation becoming a major impact on this climate changes. So whatever I wanted to say is, we should reduce deforestation and increase that afforestation, so it will be become a good role in our daily life. So
I want to add one more point. Basically, humans are the major, major persons to affect the climate changes. By doing the deforestation, in place of by doing deforestation, they may place industries, which may leads to release in that environment. So it may lead to air pollution. In the same way, the temperature has to be increases. The rains are in irregular manner. So by taking the government responsibilities, they can minimize this effect by using renewable resources compared to non-renewable. Uh, Renewable is a major one to control the air pollution.
I agree the point of Santosh. Industries may neglect to produce and releases the gases into air, because recently in Mysore near Coromandel, some industry may produce more gases, and they may neglect to close the leakage of gases into air. That's why the gases may release into air, and they may affect to near near those places, and um, so many people suffering with pollution of air. Uh, so in industries, they don't neglect to close the leakage of air, and they may properly maintain their leakage of gases and produces chemicals, and whatever the vessels and tanks uses for producing gases and chemicals is may not affect to the people and the workers.
Yes, I agree that your point, but I'm one more point to you. In between 2017 and 22, many climate changes is recorded in our India and most of the countries. It may do in the industry is one of the reason, but Humans are also is one of the reason. In humans, more technology and more new inventions are invented. So that's why some was useful and some was effective to the climate. Do you agree my point?
Yes, Prashant, I get your point. Nowadays, the humans becoming they are creating new adventures and new adventures in our society. Everyone are following the trend nowadays. They are, for example, in our daily lives, if we wanted to buy a car, they are they are what we say. They are going to attract to that thing, and they purchase the new car and they buy, and so that it's not fair, it's not up to the mark. They should think, we use this transport, is this really is this really useful for us, or is this really impact in our daily lives? We should think all of those. So if we wanted to do a thing, if we wanted to create some things, we should be awareness, because the earth is our treasure. We should think each and everything in a good manner, because not only pollution, each and everything comes in our point. We should save our earth, we should save our lives too. The pollution creates not only the climate changes, but also it will lead a major damage for our daily lives too, because due to that pollution we create harmful diseases towards us, and most of the aquatic animals, like fishes, whatever it may be, and also the street dogs, everything, they do face many problems. So that's the major thing. We should conclude it by saying that um, a forest deforest we should decrease the deforestation and increase the afforestation. So we should replace the renewable energy with fossil fuels. We should replace that fossil fuels with renewable energy. So thank you.